kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam satu Malaysia. Yang amat berhormat Dato Seri Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir, Menteri Besar Perak, Darul Ridwan, dan Datin Seri. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Seri DiRaja Tajur Rosli Ghazali, sahabat lama saya, mantan Menteri Besar Perak. Yang berhormat Dato Speaker, Dato Arganesan, yang berhormat Dato Setiausaha Kajian Negeri, Dato Rahman Hashim, Dr. Sivaram, Chief Executive Officer and Founder, Twin Creeks Technologies Incorporated USA, yang bahagia Dato Haji Rais Husin bin Haji Muhammad Arif, Executive Chairman and CEO, The Red Solar Malaysia Sinan Bahad, and Chairman and Director Twin Creeks Malaysia Sinan Bahad, yang berhormat ahli Esko Kajian Negeri, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Terima kasih saya ucapkan di atas jemputan pihak penganjur untuk saya hadir sekali lagi ke negeri Perak hari ini untuk bersama-sama di majlis pecah tanah bagi sebuah projek yang cukup besar, artinya bukan saja untuk negeri Perak tapi juga untuk Malaysia. Jadi saya ingin mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah kepada kerajaan negeri, kepada Twin Creek Technologies and Red Solar Malaysia Sinan Bahad, dan juga pada pihak Perbadanan Kemajuan Negeri Perak yang telah pun berjaya mengadakan perkongsian yang penting untuk melaksanakan projek ini di sini pada hari ini. I'm indeed, of course, delighted to be invited today at this very momentous occasion of the groundbreaking ceremony for this important project for Perak and, of course, for Malaysia. This partnership between Twin Creeks Technologies Incorporated, the Red Solar Malaysia Sinan Bahad, and Perbadanan Kemajuan Negeri Perak to set up a production facility for the next generation photovoltaic solar panels is indeed very significant in establishing Perak as one of the manufacturing hub for solar PV cells in the region. I'm also very pleased to note that for the phase one of this project, as had been mentioned by Rais, Twin Creeks plan to invest approximately 1.02 billion ringgit over the next 5 years. And this makes it one of the largest renewable energy investments ever in Perak. And I was made to understand that when its 100 megawatt facility is fully operational, the plant and the suppliers will generate at least 1,000 new jobs opportunities for the people of Perak. Ladies and gentlemen, the environmental benefits of adopting solar energy sources are obvious as far as climate change is concerned. Solar energy is becoming more economically attractive as technology improves and the cost of electricity generated by fossil fuel rises. Grid parity, or when solar cost becomes on par with other energy sources, is expected to reach in some world regions as early 2015. And moving forward, the average installed system prices are expected to fall further to 6 ringgit and 70 cents per watt, or lower in 2020 compared with today's prices of about 16.40 cents per watt here in Malaysia. And according to International Energy Outlook, while renewable energies account for about 11% of the global energy supply in 2010, solar only contributed 0.01% of the global energy supply. Hence, solar global phenomenal growth of 50% annually between 2010 and 2005 is merely the tip of the iceberg. Industry is estimated to grow 30% or 25% annually until 2015 and, of course, 2020 respectively. This implies a 100 times increase of solar capacity by 2020, when it will supply at least 1% of the world's energy then. And this easily translates into more than 920 billion ringgit of estimated revenue globally. Now, with the assistance and the involvement of Malaysian Investment Development Authority, solar has been identified in Malaysia's Economic Transformation Program roadmap as a major growth area for the country. By 2020, earmarked entry points projects, or what we call the EPP, in our Economic Transformation Program, is expected to provide incremental gross national income, or GNI, of 13.9 billion ringgit and create 55,000 jobs collectively. And this will, however, require approximately 28 billion ringgit in private investments and another 2.9 billion ringgit in public investments. Malaysia now is currently fine-tuning a detailed blueprint to attract high-value capital-intensive investment in solar production and to build up the strong research and development to support innovations in the solar value chain. Government agencies from here on will identify research areas and provide the necessary support platform. An ongoing example under the ETP roadmap is the establishment of a solar R&D lab by the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI, to innovate on the next generation thin film and crystalline solar technology. In the same breath, MOSTI via SIRIM is also establishing a shared solar test center which would provide production certification required and hence lower the individual costs of establishing solar manufacturing operations here in Malaysia. Malaysia, of course, should leverage its existing semiconductors capabilities to capture global solar growth. The solar value chain is similar to the semiconductors value chain. As it is, Malaysia already has the companies across the entire solar value chain, from silicon production to solar cell manufacturing and module assemblies. With Twin Creeks and other similar investments, Malaysia is on track to become the third largest producer of solar cells after China and Germany. With a high global demand growth and the potential relocation centers to Malaysia from higher cost countries such as Germany, it is not impossible for Malaysia to be the second largest solar cell producer and increase its existing 10% share of the world's supply to 17% by 2020. And this will require increasing Malaysia's current cell and wafer production capacity by 10 times, from the current 2.3 gigawatts to 23 gigawatts. And in line with this, the Malaysian Investment Development Authority, or MIDA, has been tasked to attract to our shores additional production capacity of 2 gigawatts annually on average till 2020. Being the fastest growing area in the energy sector, the solar PV industry inevitably faces challenges. The main factors holding back an even faster rate of growth for this energy source is the high cost of energy production and the lack of adequate supply of basic feedstock, particularly polysilicon. And the shortage has caused polysilicon prices to swing wildly in the past from an average of US $20 per kilogram in 2001 to over 400 US kilograms in 2008. Hence, new innovations in technology such as Twin Creeks next generation cells, which utilize far less polysilicons, are vital and indeed timely. On the feedstock supply side, MIDA is working hard to increase the amount of silicon production in Malaysia from 6 kilotons today to 170 kilotons in 2020. The potential silicon supply bottleneck in Malaysia will be circumvented by tapping Sarawak's high-grade silica and economical energy costs. The integrations of silicon production with solar cell manufacturing and module assembly nonetheless requires an upgrade of logistics, infrastructure, and the government will be spending 1.3 billion ringgit, partly in related infrastructure investments, to attract the anticipated 12.5 billion ringgit private sector investment in silicon production over the next 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, the most critical strength that Malaysia has is the quality of our Malaysian workers. It underpins our competitiveness. It's one of the major factors why many companies, which particularly involved in high-tech and knowledge-intensive ones such as Twin Creeks, will consider locating in Malaysia. Skills, innovations, and productivity are our basis for sustaining economic growth and for raising the living standards of our people. And to move Malaysia's solar industry up the value chain, we will require access to world-class research that is interdisciplinary, commercialization-focused, and industry-linked. Correspondingly, Malaysia's advanced engineering, science, and innovation talent blueprint follows a cluster strategy that concluded our R&D research centers should be located near relevant industries to closer links. It was estimated across the national key economic areas that Malaysia will need to provide an additional 20,000 specialized graduates by 2020. And to this end, the Penang Skills Development Center and the Selangor Human Resource Development Center, among others, are already initiating partnership with industries to introduce courses and modules in solar wafer and cell manufacturing. All in all, the government and private sector will be required across the board to invest at least 372 million ringgit for capacity building in advanced engineering and sciences. Let me congratulate Twin Creeks again for the groundbreaking ceremony today, which marks a new chapter in the development of the solar energy sector in Perak. For this, we thank Twin Creeks for choosing Perak and Malaysia. It is, of course, the right choice and the best destination for investment in this part of the region. I'm confident that this facility will see strong growth, and I hope it will work together with other local partners to contribute to the aforementioned capacity building. Last but not least, I wish all the respective stakeholders every success in all your future endeavors, both in Malaysia and elsewhere in the world. Sekali lagi saya ucapkan tahniah dan syabas pada pihak penaja, pengusaha kerajaan di Perak di asas kejayaan untuk membawa satu projek yang cukup besar maknanya bagi Malaysia. Saya ucapkan syabas dan kita doakan dia akan menjadi sebuah projek yang boleh sama-sama kita banggakan. Maka dengan itu saya dengan sukacitanya melancarkan secara rasminya pecah tanah program yang kita adakan pada hari ini. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.